Hello, friends. Welcome to Self-Care in Stressful Times. My name is Dana Bristol-Smith with Leap to Success, saying hello to you and welcome from my home in Oceanside, California. I'm so glad that you're with us today. What that means is that you are telling yourself that you are important. You're telling yourself that you are worth caring for. And by filling up your own cup, you're able to help and serve others and just be a better and happier person all the way around. So I'm really glad that you're with us today. For those of you who are new, we are Leap to Success, a women's empowerment organization based in Carlsbad, California, which is where our office is. And we work with women who are overcoming domestic violence, homelessness, and other major life challenges. We originally created this webinar at the beginning of the pandemic to reach out to helping professionals who are working with people on the front lines, experiencing so many challenges, as a way to help you fill up your own cup. And we have extended it indefinitely because we know how important self-care is during this stressful time that we are all living in, which is called the pandemic. So again, really glad that you're here with us. In just a moment, I'll be walking you through a guided visualization today because our topic is envisioning your future. So we're really going to tap into visualization, which is a way of going inside. It's a way of picturing, and it's a way of holding our intentions and our aspirations, perhaps in a different way than you have before. First, I'd like to go ahead and now introduce you to my co-host, Kelly Grimes.
Hi, Dana, and all of our wonderful participants for Self-Care in Stressful Times. I am so happy that you're here with us today and look forward to exploring how we can use visualization to really expand our intentions and affirmations in the world.
Thank you, Kelly. Now, as we start each of these, I want to check in with you and see what is your current level of stress. What we've been finding is that people come in at a certain level, and we'll go ahead and put up a poll so that you can rate yourself on the scale of 1 being very low to no stress to 10, really, really high stress. So we want to know, as you take a deep breath in now, and just notice for yourself, what is the current level of stress that you are feeling in your body? Thank you for answering. Okay, very good. If you go ahead and just take that moment tuning in. And what we find typically, and we are seeing today as well, we've actually got somebody up at a 10. We've got most people at either a 5 or an 8, and somebody down to a level 3. Well, I'm glad that you're all here today and that you're taking this time. You've carved out this 30 minutes for yourself because you are worth it and you are important. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, and I'm going to walk you through a guided visualization. So where you are, make sure that you are sitting comfortably. And if you can, go ahead and close your eyes. You've probably heard someone say, "I'm in my happy place," before. Well, basically, that is guided imagery, someone projecting that they are in their happy place. This technique can help you visualize positive scenes and images. It's a technique that you can use with your affirmations, and it's also with a technique that you can use for your aspirations. What it can also do is help you relax, help you reduce stress, decrease anxiety, and even fear, and feel more peace in your body and in your mind. So where you're sitting right now, I'd like you to notice how your feet are touching the floor. And I'd like you to feel the solid floor or ground beneath your feet and how your foot is resting on it and how both of your feet are resting on it. And take a nice, deep, calming breath in and release it. And go ahead and just continue to breathe in softly and deeply and exhale fully. You might want to take this next breath in through your nose, inhaling, and then exhaling out through your mouth. And continue to breathe that way. On your next breath in, I'd like you to notice the chair beneath you and how your legs and how your back is supported. And now notice on this next breath in, I'd like you to breathe right into your heart space. And just creating a little bit more space inside of you with each breath that you take. And breathing in slowly, calmly, and deeply, and exhaling fully through your mouth. On your next breath in, I'd like you to visualize a place where you feel content and where you feel calm. It might be somewhere that you visited before. It might be the beach. It might be the forest. It might be by a lake. So continuing to breathe in deeply and calmly and starting to see this beautiful place where you feel content and calm. And whatever that looks like for you, a beautiful and special place. I'm going to ask you now to use your 5 senses to add as much detail as you can to this beautiful place that you're at. So now if you tune in, what do you hear? Do you hear the soft sounds of nature? Birds chirping? If you're by the beach or a lake, do you hear the sound of water, of the waves lapping on the shore? Continuing to tune in to what you hear in this environment. Now we're going to tune into what you smell. Do you smell the fresh, clean air just after the rain? Do you smell the fragrance of trees or blooming flowers? Paying attention now to what you smell in this beautiful environment where you feel content and calm. Now bring your awareness to what you feel. Are you warm or cool? Can you feel the air on your skin? Can you feel a soft blowing breeze? And next, bring your attention to what you see in this beautiful environment. Are you surrounded by color? Do you see the blue sky? Do you see bright green of trees and grass? Do you see vivid colors on flowers? Or maybe you're looking at the nighttime sky and you see beautiful stars. Now imagine yourself moving forward, feeling calmer and more peaceful as you enter your vision more deeply. Continue breathing slowly as you look around the scene that you've created, fully experiencing it with all of your senses. With each inhale, imagine peace and harmony entering your body. And with each exhale, visualize and see any tension or distress leaving your body. And again, with the inhale, imagining peace and harmony entering your body, and exhaling any tension, distress, or discomfort. And now take a final breath, admiring this beautiful vision that you've created for yourself, the sense of harmony and peace. And what you know now is that you can return at any time to this beautiful vision that you've created for a sense of relaxation and peace. This beautiful place can help you feel more in control of any difficult feelings, and it will allow you to manage stress more easily. So when you're ready, go ahead and leave your vision, taking a nice deep breath in and opening your eyes as you exhale. And welcome back. And I hope you were able to create for yourself a beautiful, relaxing place and use your senses of sight and hearing and feeling, and even what you could smell in that beautiful environment. And know that you can go back there at any time, and that can be your daily self-care practice using visualization. So thank you so much for accompanying me on that journey. And I'm going to go ahead and put a link in our chat as Kelly comes up here. And this link will take you to Healthline, and it will give you more information on other visualization techniques that you might like to use. And now I'm going to hand it over to Kelly. Here she is.
Thank you so much, Dana, for that beautiful visualization. What I love about visualization is that we get to be creative. We get to expand our imagination. And especially in these times where many of us haven't gone anywhere but at our home, to allow our imagination to take us someplace that feels deeply nurturing, calming, and deeply connected. I imagine that many of you found some place in nature, as many of us do feel so deeply grounded when we're in nature. So I love this practice, and I'm going to offer you another practice to take those visualizations that you had in your head and put them out on paper so that you can see them in an ongoing way. So one of the ways that you can really amplify feeling good about creating new goals, dreams, aspirations in your life is to create a vision board. Now, a vision board is this wonderful way to inspire you with images that actually represent how you want to feel and what you want to create in your life. I regularly create them at the beginning of each new year, and sometimes at the beginning of a project, as a way of allowing my vision to expand. And so in my office, and I'll show you in just a moment, I have all the recent vision boards that I have up on a bulletin board as a way of inspiring myself. When I walk in and I look at them, and I have a practice of looking at them multiple times a day, meditating with them. They can inspire visualizations in guided imagery as well, as just really being able to see what is possible. So I'm going to gently guide you over to see. Those are all of the the vision boards that I've created, and you can see they have words on them and images, etc. So I would love to take you through how to do that yourself. I'm going to share 6 simple steps to make a vision board from Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is a world-renowned transformational speaker and trainer, and he's the beloved originator of Chicken Soup for the Soul, which I'm sure many of you have read those different series of inspiring stories that show transformation over time. And he's devoted his life to creating and helping others to achieve their personal definition of success and create lives of greater joy and meaning and fulfillment. Very similar to what we do in Leap to Success. So the first thing is when you're creating a vision board is that you want to have your supplies. And your supplies would be magazines, pictures, might be calendars, old calendars, cards, anything that has beautiful images that you can either download from the internet or you can cut out. You'll want some pencils and colored pens, something to put it on. Now, some people use a bulletin board. Some people use a poster board. You could use a canvas. So it's really up to you. But the idea is that you want it to be big enough that you can really have some different images that invoke that inspired feeling for you. You'll also need glue. Those glue sticks are really nice for that. And you might have photos. You might have a photo of yourself that feels really empowering that you could put in the center to show what is possible for you. So you want to get your supplies. And after you have your supplies, you really want to think about what is the affirmation, the goal, or the dream that I want to manifest in the next year. Sometimes what I do is I just start going through images and I pick the images that I'm really drawn to, that really help me feel, joyful or grateful. Any of the ways that I want to. Love, I don't know if you saw on there, but I had the word love. Love is my affirmation. I am love. I choose love. I radiate love. So that's the affirmation that I use all the time. So love is always on my vision board and images that invoke that feeling of both loving others and being loved. So you're going to want to think about what is, if you want to do it focused on an affirmation, or if you want to do it focused on a goal, but you want to have that in mind. As you start to find the second step is you want to find different images that represent that, different symbols that you create. You might use photographs or magazine cutouts or images from the web, as I said, whatever inspires you. And what I like to do is as I'm looking through magazines and before I go to recycle them or something, I might just start pulling out images and putting them in an envelope for myself so anything that inspires me in that way. And for me, I have a lot of nature. I had images of yoga. I had images of a woman and it said create and she had a book in front of her. This was for last year and I published a book last year. So it was a beautiful way to reinforce, this commitment that I had in that way. And to see what's great about looking back at our vision boards is we can see what we have created. We can see what we have manifested and we can celebrate that. So as you start to look at these images, you start to collage them on the board and do it in a way that really feels creative. There are no rules around creativity. It's really what feels, exciting and inspired to you to take images and put them together in a way that when you look at that, it doesn't feel cluttered or overstimulating. It looks really, calming and supportive and encouraging because you want this vision board to be something that when you look at it, you feel really good. We know that's so important in laying the foundation of our thoughts to be positive so that we can take inspired action. That's what's powerful about affirmations. That's what's powerful about visualizations. If you think about the meditation that Dana took us through, when you were there, how did you feel? If you notice that you felt really good or you felt really grounded, you felt really calm, that's the kind of feeling that you want to have with these images that you choose as well. So the fourth thing he says, he recommends that you keep it neat because he says you want to avoid creating clutter or a chaotic board because that is not what you want to create in your life. So you want to, have that in mind as well. He then encourages to choose motivational affirmation words, inspiring quotes and other things so that really represent how you want to feel. So if you have an affirmation, I am courage, you want to have the word courage on there. If you have I am healthy and well, then you want to have images of that and maybe a word, I am healthy. I am vibrantly healthy. If you're wanting to invite in more creativity, then have the word creative like I did on mine last year. Then you want to take a few moments to review your vision board every single day, especially when you wake up and before you go to sleep. The idea is that we are programming ourselves to feel a certain way, to envision our life, because that will encourage us to make choices that are in alignment with that. And choice is so incredibly important. Another way that you can design a vision board is you can take the different areas of your life that you want to set goals in, and you can choose to put them in different places so that you see, if one of them's about health, that you would have lots of images to support you feeling really healthy. Maybe there are images of exercise, or if you want to start bike riding, maybe you have a picture of a bike there, something that encourages you in that way. If you want to start developing more daily practices of self-care and self-nurturing, maybe you have a portion of that. And you might have a person meditating there if mindfulness has really spoken to you. You might have a journal if that's one of the things that you're committed to doing. You might have a glass of water if you know that that is part of how you pause each day, how you reconnect with yourself, and you nurture and nourish yourself. Have a glass of water. So whatever feels good and inspiring to you. You might have something around career. You might have something around your relationships, adventure. Something about that, particularly in these times where we're not going out for adventures as much. It might be beautiful to have images of that. I know that I really wanted to go to England one year, and so I had beautiful images of hills of England and other things that just inspired the possibility that it might be possible. Certainly not in our COVID times, but it was when I put it on. So some other ways to include your vision board in your daily self-nurturing practice is to keep it somewhere prominent. I hear a lot of people either keep it in their office, by their desk, next to their bed, spend time visualizing, affirming, believing, internalizing these goals and affirmations that you have. And look for images that also invoke a feeling of gratitude. We know how powerful gratitude is in really calming us and also having us feel really good and being connected to what is important and what we value. Be sure that you recognize what good is already there. Have gratitude for what is already present in your life, as well as use it as a way of acknowledging how you've grown, what you've learned, what you've accomplished. We know how important this is for developing more resilience. So find ways to have this be very integrated in your day. Now, if you don't want to make a physical vision board, you could do it on Pinterest, on Canva, Jamboard that uses Google things. You could put the image on your phone, on your computer, when you open it up, that it's right there greeting you. So be creative, do what works for you, but find ways to add in more visualization of what you want to create in your life so that that creativity and that possibility expands and allows you to see more options, feel good, and reach for something that will really empower and inspire you. So I would love to see images. If any of you have vision boards, I would love it if you would upload them on our Facebook page, or you could email them to me at kelly@leaptosuccess.org. We want to see what you are envisioning for your future. Thank you so much, friends. It has been wonderful to share these ideas about vision boards, and I look forward to seeing what you've created. And I'm going to hand things back off to Dana.
Thank you, Kelly. And I want to thank somebody for sharing that she does vision boards when she meets with families that she serves. So that's just a beautiful activity, and it's something that kids would enjoy too. Well, I thought I would share with you one of my vision boards, because I am a very visual person, and I have loved doing them. So I did this one a couple years ago after I had knee surgery. So you'll see a theme here. So you'll see this lovely flexible woman up there practicing. You'll see this woman down here. It says roar back, be bold, be bright, and practice well. So this has been a really good reminder for me. And you'll see my flowers and colors that I love, hiking in nature, eating nutritious foods. So this one was really focused on my body, on my health and well-being, and I really enjoy looking at it. So I would love to invite you to create a vision that you want to live into, something that you inspire to, and it's a very nourishing and nurturing activity. So right now, I do want to check in with you once more on our poll, and we want to see from you where your current stress level is. When we first started the session today, we had some people up at an 8, one person at a 10, and others right about 5. So we want to see if we have been able to help you reduce the stress that you're carrying. So thank you so much for entering that. And then as we close, I have something really exciting to share with you. But I'll go ahead and share the poll results first. Wow, we did a good job, Kelly. We've got most people down at about a level 3 now. So that's great. So friends, look what can happen in 20 minutes. Look how you can bring down your level of stress and perhaps even feel invigorated and revived. Kelly mentioned, as she was talking about vision boards, the use of affirmations. And many of you know that that is a tool that we teach in our Leap to Confidence classes. It's a tool, we use it often up on our Leap to Success Facebook page. And I'll ask Alyssa, who's providing our technical support, go ahead and put a link to our Leap to Success Facebook page in the chat, because I want to invite you all to be part of our Facebook community. You'll see inspiring messages there every single day. And we'd love to hear from you with your photos, with your feedback there as well. But I want to talk about affirmations for a moment, and I have an invitation for you. So affirmations, as you know, are statements that are written in the present tense, and they can be towards an aspiration that you hold for yourself. An affirmation, this is one that I just pulled from Louise Hay. This is from her Power Thought cards. The deck looks like this. And here's the one that I pulled. I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. Well, isn't that nice? You can focus your affirmations around your health, around your well-being, whatever aspiration you hold for yourself. And again, at the beginning of the year, this is such a great time to think about affirmations and really put them to work in your life. Here's the invitation that I have for you. We have launched our Leap to Success affirmation project. And I would like to invite you to contribute your affirmations to us so that we can create our very own Leap to Success affirmation card deck. So this is a project that we are working with a graphic designer to bring beautiful images to life. We want this to be a tool that we can share within our community, similar to what Louise Hay has done, with beautiful cards, with images, and with your words. So this is the invitation. Share with us, and you'll see in the chat the link that will take you to a form where you can share your own uplifting words. I've shared with our classes before that before I started Leap to Success, I had an affirmation up on my wall that said, I am creating community, abundance, and growth for myself and others, and doing work that serves the greater good. What I did not know at that time is what that would look like. And this is about 12 years later. And we have built an incredible community of empowered women with incredible people on our staff, incredible people on our board, amazing women that have gone through our programs that prove over and over again that just because something happened in the past that we didn't like or didn't want, it does not mean that that's what our future looks like. So what I know is that these tools, and particularly affirmations, are really important to help us shift our mindset and to shift it away from looking at and focusing on what we don't want in our lives to focus it towards what we do want in our lives. So I thank you so much for sharing your affirmations, for being part of our affirmation project. We are collecting affirmations through the end of the month, January 31st, which is coming up very soon here, just by the end of the week. So I encourage you, please share your affirmations with us because you will help to inspire and uplift others through your words. Thank you for being with us, friends. We look forward to seeing you next month, which will be February, which is next week. And our theme for February is based on the affirmation that says, I am lovable. So we'll be looking at self-compassion and ways that you can be lovable towards yourself, lovable for others, and create more love in the world. So thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.